all the way to state. Woohoo! All right, so I am Jessica. I am this year's treasurer for the boosters. With me here is Jennifer Holmes and Cynthia, who worked tirelessly in the snack shack this year, raising funds to help you guys. All right, so just a few things. We wanted to have some shout outs and acknowledgments. So just for your information, our boosters help fund all of the extra stuff that goes on throughout the year, uniforms, all kinds of fun stuff. And so our budget this year is about $20,000, and we exceeded our fundraising. So part of that was due to our wonderful sponsorships. We exceeded our sponsorship goal this year. So I want to talk a little bit about who donated this year. Our number one contributor this year was Pure Storage. So great job. Thank you. And thank you for our families who helped connect us with sponsors. Abbott Construction was also a really big sponsor for your team this year. The next one, if anyone want to clap, Abbott Construction, yay! Kenmore Pediatric Dentistry, also a really big contributor this year. So thank you very much, Kenmore Pediatric Dentistry. Next is Weber Mediation. Thank you for those individuals of that company who donated. And Riverside Employee Benefits. So thank you. Some other sponsors, Dreamy Drinks, Pagliacci Pizza for over $500 worth of pizza tonight for your banquet. Costco, they provided the drinks for tonight. Le Schwab, they allowed us to work our fundraiser in their parking lot this year, and I believe they also donated to us. And I think I hit everyone there. But anyway, thank you everyone, all of our wonderful sponsors this year. And next, I'm going to hand this over to Cynthia. Look, Mom, I'm wearing readers. So exciting.
So just to piggyback off of the thank yous, we know, for those of you that don't know, Riverside Employee Benefits comes to us thank you to the Desolate family. Second round of applause. And Weber Mediation and Kenmore Pediatric came to us thanks to Charlotte's family. So it really just takes a whole village to make this happen. And then, of course, we know Dreamy Drinks, thanks to Jade and Amy's family. It takes all of us to make this happen. In addition to that, it takes a whole team to just make our events happen. Everything from field cleanup. Can we just give a round of applause to Pat, who isn't here, but still just in spirit. Pat was our fearless leader for field cleanup. We could not have done it without him. The team dinner that was hosted by our senior families, thank you for all of your help with that. Darcy, because Darcy just keeps on giving, she was the lead for not only the car wash, but senior night, along with Michelle Sattel, which we all learned that that's pronounced Sattel and not subtle. Thank you very much. And then, of course, ladies, I want you to give a loud round of applause to Stina Miller, because without her, we would not have fed you during your away game. So thank you very much. And then on my part, to all of my Snack Shack dads that were in there in the grind with me, Friday in and Friday out. Paul, the voice of the Vikings, thanks again. Byron, who kept our scoreboard going. And then I had Brian and Nick, who were always willing to help clean up. Then we also had Pete, who, where's Pete? I just saw him. Pete just very quietly sets everything up before I even set foot, so thank you very much. And he's also there consistently doing our announcing for the JV games. I mean, we really couldn't do it without everybody stepping up. Thank you guys.
of thanks that we want to say is to our coaches. Turn the page here. So coaching is huge. I think a lot of us in here have been a coach at one point in time and know how much that takes. So we thank them for their dedication, their passion, their tremendous amount of time on and off the field, planning and strategizing and looking at game tape and all that stuff. Your effort, your patience that you've given to all the ladies here and to the program in general. We thank you. Coaching is not only just teaching the aspects of the game, but it's also helping them acquire those advanced skills, the ability to persevere, being a teammate, having sportsmanship, leadership on and off the softball field, to push themselves in a competitive spirit, and at times to give them some tough love that's needed to grow their maturity and their ability to handle stress. And I tell this to my daughter Malin all the time, you won't really understand what you guys are doing and what you've learned until I think a few years later down the line where you're going to be equipped in real life, whether it's sports or wherever your life setting is, how much these experiences will help you. So thank you, coaches, for giving them that ability. I've enjoyed watching us, I feel like, continually be the underdogs this year and to continually prove everybody wrong, so that was pretty fun. Go Lady Vikes. And again, we just want to thank Rob, Cody, Jim, and Reese for everything that you've done. We really, truly appreciate you guys. And we have something for you when you come up here. Thank you. Yeah, one last thing too. We're the newer board now. We wanted to give a huge thanks to Lisa and Amy, who are on their way out with their seniors. Again, you guys kind of know as you've volunteered a little bit here and there, it takes a lot. Lisa and Amy have been part of the program for a long time, and we would not be in this program where we are without those two and everything they've done. So thank you both very much. You guys will be very missed.
You're up.
She's gonna sing it.
That guy. Whatever you guys.
Let's give one more round of applause to Paul. Woo! Anybody that makes my email a special place in my heart, Paul. On behalf of the coaches, I wanted to say thank you to all the parents. It started with parents that came out. Paul, I'm going to butcher the last name. You got it in my head. I want to say subtle so bad. Tadell coming out and helping with captain's practices. It can't happen without you, so thank you very much for doing that. Big thank you to the Booster Club. They have to put up with me and my requests, and they do.
Great ideas. All of your great ideas.
Thank you. Thank you. Especially Cynthia, because she's got to listen to me the most about some of my ideas and thoughts. But without the Booster Club, we couldn't do anything that we do at Inglemoor. Again, they put everything together so I don't have to, and I really appreciate that very much. So thank you to the Booster Club. To all you parents, you make it easy for us. I mean, you guys just come out, support your kids, support the program. And I really appreciate how you guys show up. We get a lot of positive feedback from the league about how respectful our parents are, how great they are. And that just is a reflection of the whole program, so thank you guys very much. I feel like Reese should say something. We'll get to the awards for these amazing group. This year was probably my favorite year I've had in coaching, and Cynthia had to listen to me ad nauseum over the off season when I told her that I was really excited about this season, and not anything more than it was just an opportunity for us to truly come together as a group, as a unit. It felt new. It was the first class of 4 going out the door, which will always be special in my heart for the 4 seniors that are leaving us. Just an awesome year. Just one of those years that it went by so quick. I can't believe we're standing here at the banquet. It just seems like yesterday we started. Just an amazing job done by these girls. Their commitment, their attitude, how they treat each other, how they treat their opponents is something that I truly respect a lot about them. I think as a program, we're pretty demanding in what we ask for. We asked them to get in the weight room in November. We asked them to do captain's practice. We asked them to show up every day to practice. There's other schools that take days off and coaches go golfing. We don't do that here at Inglemore. We just practice and try to get better. And so I really respect the time and effort they give to our program. So thank you guys very much. I think this year, I think the underdog statement is so true and accurate. We truly didn't know what this year was going to look like. We just had heard everybody's opinion of what Inglemore softball would be this year. And after losing a big class that we lost last year, everybody just assumed we'd be mediocre. That's what everybody assumed, and that's what we heard. You guys don't have this, you lost this, and everything was focused on what we lost and not what we had. And the expectations kept on going up and up as the season went along, and these girls continue to meet it. And the fact that we played our 6th game Saturday and finished tied for 5th is pretty amazing. To beat Mount Spokane, who had lost all year, 2-0. I mean, there's some moments at state I'll truly cherish, and I think I've watched each one of our state games back multiple times, and get excited each time I watch it. It's just so awesome to watch. The compliments that we got from coaches from what we did, the Mount Spokane coach running over to us after we got eliminated to tell us how great they thought our girls were and our team was, just is a reflection on these girls right here. Some of you guys may or may not know, there's a high-level high school, it's not a tournament, but it's a showcase of high school teams. It's the Auburn Riverside Invitational that they only invite the premier teams in high school to each year. Those invites went out this week, and we were one of the teams that got an invite. So, pretty awesome. So, amazing job, girls. Super proud of you guys, and let's get on to the awards. Reese, what do you got?
I'll just say one thing. Everyone's right, it takes a village, but you gotta have a leader of the village, Rob.
Oh, jeez.
Right? So, your novel ideas and approach, and you letting us coach, and not dictating what to do, getting our feedback goes a long way with, I think I can speak for the three of us. Without your leadership, we wouldn't be where we finished. So I just want to say, everyone give a big round of applause for that too.
The pretty cool thing about this year was I got to do something pretty awesome. So for every girl that's sitting at this table, I was able to grant every single one of you a varsity letter this year, which is pretty awesome. So me and Cody will switch off. He knows some of the girls that played more on JV. So we'll start.
Oh, we never realized we had another double A after the other double A. Addison Allen, very committed player. You can come up. Committed, work hard, shows up every day, always asking questions. As coaches, we really appreciate it when players ask us questions. For some of you who didn't ask questions this year, ask questions next year. So, great job this year. Thanks a lot, Addison, and congratulations on your first varsity letter.
This next individual came to us her sophomore year from North Creek High School. We had some bumps in the road at some times, but one thing I knew about Jade from day one, and is why I always had her back and knew that she was going to turn out to be the individual she turned out to be, is her heart. From day one when I met her, this kid had a huge heart. The growth and maturity that Jade has showed this year is so awesome to see. To the leader that she's become, the Miss Energy on the team, her positive attitude, her smile, her laugh, her laugh. I'm just so proud that Jade came to Inglemoor. When she left North Creek, she had options to where she wanted to go, and she chose Inglemoor, and I'm so thankful that she did. She had a great season, a great career, and I'm extremely proud of you, Jade. Reese, got anything?
No, Reese has all the words to say.
This next individual has worked her way up from her freshman year to her allotted words of 50. Her sophomore year, she was granted 150 words, and this year I think she was moved up to about 400. The best thing about Emily, right, what you see, the smile, the laid-back attitude. She keeps everybody relaxed when things are ramping up around her in the game. She's always asking questions. She's always wondering what I can do to get better. How can I help my team? She just wants what's best for her teammates and the program. She sacrifices, and she's able to have tough conversations, which I really respect about her. To be able to have an adult conversation with an adult is pretty amazing. You had a terrific year. I'm glad we get one more year. We'll put you at about 600 next year, I think. Is where you'll be. But great job, Emily.
All right, next person. Now a two-time state attendee. Girl who it was clear that she had been working on her game. She came in this year, took more of a leadership role. Never backed down. Things we asked her to do, playing positions she probably wasn't used to, just because we needed someone to go play, and we had confidence in Della to get out there and do what we needed to do. Big improvement year over year, and we look forward to seeing more next year. Good job, guys.
Reese?
Can Reese say one next?
What's the over/under on Reese saying anything into this microphone? To come into our program as a freshman, be asked to do a lot, both for JV and ultimately varsity, says a lot about Leia. Come on up here. And the best thing about Leia is no matter what's going on around her, she kind of still has the same, she's just going along with the flow, right? You know, might have forgot a bag now and then, or a piece of uniform, or whatever, so worked that out. He had to make a lot of trips this year. But we asked a lot of you as a freshman, you know, putting you in some varsity games, handled the pressure, could tell you got angry sometimes when things weren't going your way, but you used that to fuel yourself and to perform at a very high level as a freshman. So congratulations. Let's see letter as a freshman is a big deal.
Just watching Reese. Better than TV.
This is another ninth grader that came into our program, and we asked her to do a ton for us this year, and that's Maylin. And on behalf of the Starosky family, thank you for coming in to England this year. Maylin, my favorite thing about her is her competitiveness. I don't know how many of you guys have caught during a game where she's staring down an opposing hitter as they're walking back to the dugout is pretty awesome. I like that fire in a pitcher. Great teammate, always supporting her teammates. She is the one kid that she doesn't know this, which she's going to find out right now. So we do these hitting competitions sometimes, and Maylin, whether it's a foul ball over the backstop or a pop fly to the outfield, she's going to tell her teammates she's doing a great job. Because of that, we threaten them that we're going to make them run when we celebrate little pop flies. she doesn't know that, but that's the kind of teammate she is. She always has her teammates back, wants to support them, wants the ball when she's dead tired. We all saw her at state pitch when she was tired and continue to compete and fight for her teammates. And the future is super bright. We're super excited to have you here, and just super proud of you this year. Great job.
Here we go. Caitlin. Hey, this year, Caitlin, I want to say something about Caitlin. She came to us last year, didn't play as a freshman, came out as a sophomore, came out working hard, confidence has just kept growing and growing and growing. And you know, one of the best moments this year, you might look at as negative, that state, you're fat, right? And you kind of lost a little bit, but then we saw Caitlin. You got the confidence back, you battled, great at bat, ended up getting a walk. You can't do that without having that inner drive. So, super proud of you this year.
One thing I want to add to Caitlin. Sorry. One thing I'd like to say about Caitlin is when we had her hit, she was a little bit nervous. And one thing that I thought of as I'm watching her at the plate, foul off pitch after pitch and ends up in a walk, came to my mind was courage. When you're hitting, kind of like the pitcher, all eyes are on you. And that's one thing, Caitlin, when comes to mind when I think of you is just courage. The courage to do it, the courage to compete. Keep that up. That's going to be an awesome trait you have. Great job. Next individual is Bryce. Bryce is another kid that just does whatever she needs to do for her team. Awkward standing there, right? Willing to do for her team. There was times our JV was short. Everybody knew that we did JV bare bones this year. And we'd ask Bryce, will you go play for him so they'd have enough? And she'd always say yes. That's the ultimate sacrifice as a teammate. And I know your teammates respect you for doing that. Bryce was somebody that came in this year, I think showed a lot of growth from her 9th grade year, not only as a player, but as an individual. The maturity that she has shown is second to none. Super proud of you. She had some big hits when we needed to in state, leading up to state, and she just absolutely competed every opportunity that she had. Doing this while having a tooth practically knocked out of her mouth at Eastlake. Just that type of competitor. Great job, Bryce, and a great year. Another 9th grader, Tova. Everybody in here sees Tova as the smiley, sweet kid. Let me tell you, look that Tova gave to us, not necessarily coaches, just when I looked over after the 6:30 night after we played Peninsula. Tova had the look of, Rob, if you talk for more than 5 minutes, there's going to be issues right now. Tova, what has done all year as a 9th grader, handling a 9th grader freshman is above and beyond of what we could have thought of what we would get from Tova. Put her in positions where we let her off, she hit third. Just a ton of responsibility put on a 9th grader, and she rose to the challenge every single time. At state, she caught 5 out of 6 games, and probably would have just shook her head, yes, I can continue to catch. Just the type of kid Tova is. She's going to work as hard as she can for her teammates, do whatever she's got to do. Just amazing to be around, super positive, friendly, always has a smile, always comes to practice ready to go after she's got her Nutri-Grain bar or whatever you're grabbing in there. Just awesome. You and Malin are going to be the dynamic duo for the next 3 years, and it's going to be super fun to watch. Good job, Toba. Reese?
I have seen that face before, but not directed towards us. More so towards the umpires when they didn't get a call. And Tova would look over at me and go, what? All right, another freshman that came in this year, Jackie, come on up. Has to do a ton. Probably knew what kind of outfield we had last year, a lot of big shoes to fill. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, I'm not sure. But to come into high school and play first game of the year, be the leadoff hitter, I believe, against someone named Allie Thompson, I think. Did anyone heard of her? And start that game off with a double to right center field. Right? Huge for our team this year to have you in the outfield chasing down balls, communicating. Confidence, a little bit of a dip in the middle of the season, but you battled back and produced in state where it matters most. So that says a lot about you. You don't always trying to work, always trying to get better. Really appreciated the effort. I'm looking forward to you getting louder next year. You want to say anything? No, good job. You've got good job this year, Jackie. Congratulations. Please.
This next senior is one of the first of 4 years. We came in together, and from day one, this individual's had the best attitude, smile on her face, do whatever a coach asks her to do, whether it's play JV, whether it's play JV at varsity where you get to the field at 3 o'clock and you don't get done till 9 o'clock. Where most kids, as they get older in high school, start playing less and less sports because work and college commitments and friends and whatever comes in. This kid not just played one sport, played 3 sports. First part of the team first slow pitch team that went to state in school history. Played on this is Sophia, by the way. Come on up, Sophia. Played flag football, which is now a sanctioned WIAA sport, which is awesome for girls in general. I don't know, you guys went as far as you can go, I believe, right? And then, I mean, she's a 3-time state attendee this year. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Soap, unfortunately, had her year cut short at Eastlake when she was having probably her best game of the year. Got hurt, got a concussion on a fluke play on the turf there that's as hard as this cement or this floor here. So, but continue to show up, continue to support her teammates through it all. Just amazing what you've done for this program. Like I said, from day one, Sophie's been constant. Play JV, show up, great attitude, all the way through. I'm going to miss you terribly, but I know you're going to go to California. You're going to California. Nope. What? Nevada. Okay, Nevada. Where are you going to Nevada? Reno. Nice. What happened to California? Now I got questions. But she's going to do amazing things, and we hope that you come back and visit us anytime. Thank you. Reese, you want to do this next one?
Please.
We're trying, Paul.
So when was the last time you caught before that a lot of you don't know, and I don't even remember the reason why last year, other than maybe we had Lexi and Cal that were our 2 catchers, and most of you probably know you're a limited amount of games you can play. So, can you catch? Yeah, I can catch. I don't have any gear. Here's some gear. That is the definition of commitment to a team, to go and do whatever a coach asks them to do. I agree with Rob. The program will miss you. So, thank you. Good luck in the biggest little city in the world, I guess.
Our next is Key. No. He came in this year and was one of as coaches, we hear stuff during the off season. And what we were hearing is, oh, we don't think Kira is going to play. That was the rumor started by somebody out there. Don't know who it came from. It just came from somewhere. And we'd show up at captain's practice to watch, and we watched her swing the bat, and we said, this is a kid that has been working very hard on her swing. She came in this year and played a great second base for us, was consistent, always had a good attitude, wears her heart on her sleeve. When she makes a mistake in the game, you know she's feeling it, and it's because how much she cares about her teammates and about the team. She is becoming a leader at this school. She is becoming, you can see the confidence growing in her, and I can't wait to see your senior season. You had a great year for us, so great job. Lexi, come on down. Lexi came into Inglemoor High School as a 9th grader, and we said go get gear, and Lexi dead sprinted over to the container and had everything set up in about 10 minutes. And that is who Lexi is. She is probably, I'm going to say she is going to go down as one of our best leaders that we've had at this school. That's right. That's right. The way she cares about not only her teammates but people in general is pretty cool to watch. She is very approachable. She and Jillian did an amazing job bringing this team together, and I think they make everybody feel included. And this isn't a dig on last year's team, but last year's team, we had groups. You saw it at practice. There'd be a group here, and a group here, and a group here. We didn't have that this year. And that's a lot to do with Lexi involving everybody at every moment of every time. She had a great year. She waited patiently for the shortstop that we had here before to get the heck out of Dodge to play shortstop. And she did an amazing job for us. We hit her third for most of the year, and then I came up to her and I said, I need you to lead off. And she goes, yep, I need to lead off. And that's she knows before I do. I'm surprised she didn't come to me and say, Rob, you need to lead me off. What are you doing? Just the type of kid she is. Wants the best for her teammates. And to see her start her career at Inglemoor, going to state, and ending it by going to state is just fitting for this kid. I'm so proud of you. Your maturity, your growth. PLU is getting a treasure. And I hope they enjoy the 4 years they're going to get with you, because you're going to go on and do amazing things. Great job, Lex. This next one I'm going to go quick because she doesn't know it, but I got something for her at the very end. So I don't want to do all my good stuff now because it's going to bring me to tears. So, Jilly, come on up. Jillian's one of our 4-year that bought into what Rob was selling when he walked through the door at Inglemore. When the first meeting I had 2 weeks before the season, when I heard that Inglemore didn't have any pitchers besides Ashley at the time, I go, does anybody else pitch? And Jillian raised her hand. Probably regretting that now, aren't you? And it is crazy to me to think of the fact that your senior year you got to play somewhere else besides pitcher. I don't know if I ever saw that coming. I'm glad that you were able to do something else besides pitch for us. My heart thanks you. I don't know if Jill, probably just the coaches heard me when that Cedar Crest game and Joey got hit for the second time. I think they were probably the only ones that heard me go out there, okay, we're done. And because enough was enough. But just an amazing year that you had for us. Hitting that home run, so awesome to watch. Watching you get pissed when you didn't hit the home run. A fierce competitor. I have a lot of stories. I've told the same stories 3 years ago. Joey, I'm not going to embarrass her this year, unless Paul really wants me to tell the story again. Paul, I'll do it because Paul's asking for it. My favorite Joey moment, and probably Joey will only understand, is freshman year, sophomore year. Sophomore year, she had her select coach in the stands that she didn't think very highly of, and apparently did not treat Jilly very well. And I'm going to screw it up because I don't remember exactly what she said. Jilly went screaming in the stands and said, "Get the F off of my field." And that came from her. Super proud of you, Joey. In many ways. But you had a great year. It doesn't feel right that this is the end, but we have more for you later on. Okay, we'll just end it right now. Paul, we okay on time? Reese, we okay? Hannah, come on up.
Another freshman that came in, working hard. I think you were at every single captain's practice, all the way training. True commitment to the program. You may not think it, but we saw you. We saw you. I think Rob always says we can't unsee what we see. Right? We saw you. Continued improvement to the point where asked to join the state roster. Right? Unfortunately, you went traveling and got a bug or something. I don't know exactly. Sun poisoning. That was it. So. Northwesterners shouldn't be spending too much time in the sun, obviously. But always asking questions, working on things, getting better day by day, practice by practice. Great to see improvement, and excited to see you next year. Congratulations. Michaela. Michaela's an interesting progression, an interesting study and progression. Third year in the program, maturity, talent, effort. You're another player that came in this year that we can clearly see you have been working on your game, right? You're wanting to fight for opportunity, which is what every player should be doing when they walk onto the field, is fighting for opportunity. Huge jump in maturity this year, which all that work and effort and resulted in us relying on you in varsity games. I always like to say, speed, you can't defend speed, which is something you're blessed with. Confidence, your confidence build, I think it was maybe in the last season or beginning this season, you said, I'll never hesitate again, right? On the base pass, I didn't see you hesitate at all this year. So, great job. Looking forward to one more year where you can come and keep this program moving forward. Good job, Michaela.
Our last freshman, Izzy, come on up. Izzy's probably the most relaxed person on the softball field. If you ever look at her in big moments, I'm pacing in the dugout, having heart palpitations because I'm looking and so nervous. I look out at Izzy in right field, just kind of relaxed. Izzy's development and how far she's came in the last couple of years before she even got here is amazes me, just to see how hard this kid has worked. She is, as a ninth grader, I already put in the category as one of the best outfielders in this league. She has zero fear. She runs down every ball that she can go get to. We saw the cannon come out and gun out a player at the plate at state. Just works hard, very coachable. The bat, you saw the bat starting to come alive at the end of the year in some big situations, and it was just so much fun to watch you play this year and get better. Another great teammate. That's what we have, is great kids at Inglemoor. You guys did a great job, because you guys raised some pretty fantastic kids. They're respectful. Izzy always has a huge smile on her face and just wants to do whatever she has to do to compete and win for her teammates. And great job this year, Iz.
Where's Charlotte? Come on up. Another player that's third year in the program, continues to get better. We saw big time this year, between last year and this year. Always lighthearted, always willing to do, I think you're my math person, right? Yeah, always willing to do those math equations to figure out how many people are in each group. It's been a joy. It's been a joy to coach you for 3 years. I'm looking forward to next year. Better at bats this year, faster, stronger, mechanics. Tell you've been working on your game. So congratulations on is this your first varsity letter? Yeah, good job. Zoe. Another player that's done a lot of work to improve our game. As coaches, we appreciate you outside of high school going out and trying to find a more competitive environment to improve your game. You were trending, you were on a high steep trend this year. Unfortunately, you got the injury, and you were just starting to like come into your own with confidence at the plate, batting. Everything improved this year. Looking forward to next year for you to no doubt contribute again like you have the last 2 years. Zoe was asked to come in last year and contribute on varsity too, as I recall. So, you know, keep that rolling. Just a pleasure to joy. Always, a lot of people came when I was out of the dugout or game was over, and some of you might have said, "Oh, great pitch call." A lot of that has to do with Zoe. Zoe's right next to me in the dugout, let me know what batters did in their at bat, what pitches I called. Because when you get to my age, you forget pretty quickly. She was charting all the pitches, let me know, hey, what'd she do last time? Oh, she did this. What pitch? Okay, so a lot of that has to do, and a lot of Malin's success had to do with Zoe tracking pitches during games. So hugely appreciate an important part of in the dugout, and that's contributions not only on the field but huge off the field. So appreciate that a lot. So go ahead.
Being in state this year, the state recognizes the girls for certificate of participation in the state. So when I call your name, come up and get your certificate. Addison. Emily. Della. Leah. Maylin. Caitlin. Sophia. Jade. And Jade, I know what you're going to say. I didn't do it, the secretary did. She'll correct that. Jillian. Lexi. Bryce. Tova. Becky. Keith. Hannah. Michaela. Izzy. Charlotte. Zoe. The Kinko Conference does first team, second team, honorable mention. Rob's been very outspoken about the process. I will say that. Lexi and Julie were I think maybe just Lex were my venting tree of this, but we did have 3 girls work and earn rewards for all Kinko conference. The second team shortstop is Lexi. Honorable mention pitcher, Maylin. Honorable mention catcher, Tova. Next we have Captain's Award. They'll come up and do their part. Before we do Captain's Award, I do want to thank these guys. You know, they, as much as they say the things about me, I say the same thing about you guys. Their effort. I do want to point out Reese. For you guys that don't know, Reese spends hours watching film on other teams, our team, and puts out a list that he hands out to the girls to show what the hitters do on the other teams. Literally, he puts in hours doing this, and I really appreciate that effort, and it means a lot. So thank you, Reese. Jim, my partner in the dugout, Jim gets to hear the things Rob say that nobody else can hear. Maybe occasionally girls might hear Rob say something, but Jim's right there with me. Jim is basically in charge of our outfield, and before I even say anything or look up, Jim's already moving girls to where they need to be. Again, Jim works in Seattle. A lot of time doesn't get off until when he's supposed to get off, and then rushes to practice. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Jim. In a Rob coach team, Cody has the hardest job. I'm going to tell you that right now. Cody calls pitches, does a great job, but Jim hears Rob criticize every missed pitch Cody calls. What I respect so much about Cody is it's always about the girls and the team. It's never personal, and that's what I love about all these guys. It's never personal with us. We're not afraid to tell each other hard truths, and that's how it should be. They give everything they have to this program, and they support what we want to be, which is a program. And one thing that I can say about all of us is it's never year to year for us. It's always about the program. What can we do better? And one of the things that we've committed to each other is that's something we'll continue to do, is what can we do better? It's never going to be perfect, but we're going to continue to work hard, and I appreciate all your guys' hard work. Thank you. Back to you, Joey. You're up. You want me to be your Vanna? Hand these out. Uh-oh. Things are happening.
So this first player, she was truly like the definition of an amazing teammate. She worked hard and gave her all every single day, playing both JV and varsity. And she was just so dedicated to the team, and you could tell that by how she treats her teammates and the dedication that she gave to this program. She was always a reliable person to talk to and had the best positive attitude. The dedicated teammate award goes to Addie.
Okay, our next one is a leadership award. This person, we saw a lot of growth, especially in the off season, helping out a lot of the younger girls, especially with like weight training, learning how to do everything. And then just this year with like a level of maturity that everyone talked about, and just like being a good teammate, being there, and being an up and coming leader. So our leadership award is Bryce Miller.
Okay, this next player was an absolutely amazing outfielder. I absolutely loved playing with her. She always brought the energy to the field. And her throws in practices and games always amazed me, and they stunned runners too. She had an amazing throw against Cedar Woolley at state to get the runner at home. The Golden Arm Award goes to Izzy.
Okay, this next person is another one of our outfielders. coming in as a freshman, you know, a lot of pressure. One thing that we all realized really quickly was just how fast she was, just stealing a bunch of bases for us, tracking down a lot of balls in the outfield. So our Speed Demon Award goes to Jackie. Okay, this next player had an amazing attitude and was always calm and collected under pressure, and she just really showed how much she cared about her teammates through her play. And she was really a true competitor this season and just really demonstrated kindness and respect and was a great role model for the team as a whole. The best sportsmanship award goes to Keith. Okay, this next person bought in, really helped out our varsity and our JV, not just this year, but every single year. Always showed up, always helped out with everything, was a great leader and a great role model to a lot of the underclassmen, and truly a great friend too. And so our team player award is Sophia. Okay, this next player was an absolutely amazing leader for our team and was just so important to our team's culture and bond as a whole. She really brought everyone together and motivated us when we needed it most. Her pregame talks truly gave us the secret sauce that we needed to win. Her laugh and positivity is so contagious to everyone around her. She's just an amazing friend and teammate. So the best energy award goes to Jade. Okay, this next player was consistently showing up, was consistently there, especially in the preseason, where a lot of growth happened, a lot of time in the weight room was spent, a lot of time on the field in the either freezing rain or the snow, for those of you who went to those ones. This player was at every single one. I don't even think she missed a single one, and she just kept working to get better throughout the entire season. She kept working to get better, so the most improved is Hannah. Okay, this next player was the key to our successful defense this year. She's an amazing leader for the infield and was calm under pressure and just really brought everyone together as a whole. She was so consistent throughout the entire season, and honestly one of the most amazing plays this season was her diving catch and double play at state versus Mount Spokane. She's an amazing leader in the infield and an outstanding first baseman. The defensive MVP award goes to Emily. This next player, we wouldn't have been successful as a program without. She truly helped carry this team to state by just, throwing almost every single game for us. She pitched amazingly this entire season as a freshman with the pressure on you as coming in and performing, and you did amazing. So our MVP for this year is Malin. This next player was such a crucial part of our lineup. As a freshman, she was asked to do a lot for us, and she batted leadoff and she batted third. And she's always amazingly calm under pressure and had an amazing approach at the plate. She always came up with a hit when we needed it the most and had so many RBIs. Beyond her amazing hitting, she also became a great leader on the team. The Offensive MVP award goes to Tova. Okay, so both of us have a couple speeches prepared, so one moment. It's okay. So I'd like to start off by saying how proud I am of what this team has accomplished this year. We came into the season with a lot of new players and truly exceeded everyone's expectations, and we really were the true underdogs. But we could not have done it without the great leadership of the coaches and the dedication of each and every one of our players. So I would first like to thank Rob for being an amazing head coach for our program. Thank you so much for coming to Inglewood and for giving our team a chance. We all appreciate your leadership and the team culture that you have established for us. Ever since my freshman year, I never doubted that Rob believed in me as well as the team that we could be successful and achieve our goals. I would next like to thank Cody for being a major part of my softball career.
ever since our All-Star State Championship in 2018. He has been an amazing coach and just has really inspired me to continue playing. Just thank you for all the effort you made to plan practices, call pitches, and just for believing in us for every game this season. I really appreciate how dedicated you are. Next, I'd like to thank Jim for just bringing the positivity to our program. His pregame talks would always give us the energy that we needed to win, no matter the opponent. Thank you for all the knowledge that you've given me about softball, and for always being there for us when we need feedback and just when we need someone to talk to about the game. Next, I'd like to thank Reese for being a great coach for the outfielders this year. Again, I really appreciate all the time you took to watch film and look at stats to help us be prepared. Like, I saw Reese in the hotel on the hotel computer watching film before state. That was just really awesome. It shows how much time he puts in, so thank you. Okay, and then I would also like to thank the boosters for helping the team in so many different ways and so many different aspects. You truly made the season a great experience for all of us. We couldn't have done it without you. I'd also like to thank Pamela for taking amazing photos of us and for just being there for the team. We all appreciate your photos and your dedication to the team, and you really just captured all of our great memories that we had this season, so thank you. Okay, most importantly, I would like to thank my teammates for making this such a great season. This group was really special to me that I felt like we were bonded as an entire team, and I'm so grateful for all the memories that I've made with you. I love how we played for each other and created a strong culture that I believe will last for Inglemoor softball long after I'm gone. And I just love playing with all of you, and it was an honor to be a captain for a group of great teammates. Lexi, I absolutely love being a captain with you, and I'm so grateful for all the years that we played together. So overall, I'm so grateful for Inglemoor softball, and I'll forever cherish the friendships and memories that I've made on this team. I'm so excited to see all the great things that this team accomplishes in the future. Thank you.
How, I didn't write a speech, so it's going off my brain. I was not as prepared as that. But first, I want to thank my teammates, because without you guys, we wouldn't have a season. Without you guys, I wouldn't have a family. So you guys are literally like a second family to me. You always support me, always show up, and are constantly believing in me. And then, obviously, the boosters, you guys put on so much for us with all the fundraisers and all the dinners, the snacks that end up in our snack shack. And then running our games, so having the scoreboard and the music. Thank you, Paul, for announcing for us. Still mad at you for changing my walk-up song that one time, but thank you guys for putting all the behind-the-scenes action on. And then Pamela, thank you for taking pictures for us. So Rob, I'm going to start off with thanking you. You believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. I remember my freshman year against Bothell. You came up to me in a playoff game and basically told me that I was there for a reason. And because of that, I got a hit off of Julianne, which I didn't think I'd be able to do. So thank you for always believing in me and always giving me the opportunities, especially my freshman year when I didn't believe in myself. Reese, thank you for putting in so much effort in figuring out what all the teams we're playing, constantly giving us all the support for that and understanding how each team is playing, so we know yes, we give you a lot of grief for being an iPad kid, but that's your fault for walking around with the iPad. So thank you for putting in all the work outside of just being at the field and coaching us to make our team successful. Cody, thank you for pitch calling and letting us know what is happening all the time, and for the really organized practice plans so that we weren't there wondering what we were doing next. Those were really helpful, really beneficial. You also listened to what we wanted, so I appreciate having the ability to tell you what we wanted and you two incorporating those into the practice plans. And then Jim, thank you for bringing the energy and the motivation and always believing in us and supporting us no matter how we were doing. Your pep talks and would always inspire us to do better. And then Emily, I've played with you for 10 years, and I'm really gonna miss playing with you, so thank you for being an amazing teammate and for being one of my longest softball buddies. And then Jilly, you're a great captain, great friend, and I'm gonna miss playing with you. And then also, we have a few things for our coaches. So Jim, this one is for you. We have some messages on the back.
This one's for Reese. I think so. Rob, this one is yours. And then our last one's for Cody.
All right, we have 2 final awards, and as you can see by our captains, with their captain's award, always thinking about their teammates. So Rob was thinking about them. Oh boy. I named this Fast Pitch Player of the Year. I don't know why, really. My wife pointed out the dumb names I called these awards, so trust me, I've already heard it. You know, when you get to be around an individual that impacts you the way that Lexi does, makes you a better coach, makes you a better person, teaches you lessons about the importance of the game and what's not important. And the way I look at things is, I don't think she'll truly understand how much she's helped me grow in the last 4 years. Like I said, she is a great leader, great individual. From that 9th grader that sprinted everywhere to that senior that is just a fantastic leader, that loves her teammates, loves her program, and just is really a special kid. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making me a better person. Thank you. Player of the Year. So it is my tradition, once we get to the 4-year, where I'll name a most impactful 4-year player. And that's what I called this award. Again, wife told me, you don't need to second it. There's nobody more deserving of being the most impactful player in my 4 years than Jillian. Jillian is one of those kids that will do whatever you ask for the team, will play through whatever she needs to play through to get it done. From her freshman year, when she was mostly throwing on JV, and we found out our main pitcher was on a college visit, and she went and pitched against Mount Si, who had destroyed us the first time we played them. And for us to go down there and watch her dominate them, and us to come out of a win, I knew right then and there we had somebody special. I don't think she'd start taking line drives yet. Maybe I could be wrong. Did she take one in that Mount Si game? I think we were all clear. But then she comes up to me after the season at some point in time, and for you guys that don't know, Jillian is a very good gymnastic player. Is that what they're called? Gymnasticer? Okay. And told me, she goes, I'm going to give up gymnastics. And I said, why? And she goes, because the team needs me. That right there tells you what type of individual Jillian is. She gave up something she loved because she knew how important she was to this team. The sacrifice is something that I will always hold in high regard, that you did that for this team and this program. Her sophomore year, she pitched a lot, every game. And then the line drive started happening. No, Reese wasn't that. That was her junior year, Reese. But she would take the line drive, and you'd go out, are you okay? Yep, I'm fine. I don't know many girls that would have not thrown their glove down and said, I'm done, go find another pitcher. This kid did not do that. again, knew how important she was to the team and continued to pitch. Taking line drive after line drive by the likes of Tia Malloy, kids that are hitting the ball hard at her. Went to her sophomore year, we went to districts. We had to play Issaquah, 9-inning game. She pitched every inning, every pitch. We had to turn around and play Jackson, who, to this day, I think it's one of the best games she's pitched because she was now tired from beating Issaquah. And I believe, I could be wrong, Cody, I get you on the oldness thing. I think it was 0-0 in the 5th inning. Am I getting that right? Against the team that won state, had Yanina pitching, had an all-star team, probably the best team they had. Just put her heart out for the team. We end up losing the game, have to come back the next day and play Redmond. She throws that game. We beat Redmond. We have to turn around and play Kamiak. We threw a different kid that struggled. And Jillian comes back in. Go, Jillian, can you throw? Yep, I can throw. Went back in. We got destroyed. That's what it was. It was over before Jillian. It was bad. I think they scored like 14 runs in the 1st inning. And I didn't find out until after that Jillian was pitching with skin pulled off her bottom of her foot. She won't admit it, but I know she was in a lot of pain. She pitched 4 games with no skin on the bottom of her foot. And as a pitcher, I know you were in a lot of pain. She did not say one thing. Again, I would have never noticed this if a parent didn't send me a picture of her foot. Pretty, and it wasn't your dad. Kyle Looney. Oddly stalks you, sends me pictures of your first home run. He's like Jillian's #1 fan, Kyle Looney. Love it. Again, whatever it takes for the team. Last year happens. In practice, we're doing team defense. I told Reese to hit one hard into the gap. And Reese does, and hits a line drive right off Jillian's head. And literally scared him to death, where he went hit for weeks after that. Again, I'm fine. Sat behind the snack stand. Trainer came out. Jillian's, yep, I'm good. I'm good to go. Went to the doctor. Ended up pitching our next game. Again, I would have been done. No thank you. Find somebody else to do it. We're playing Redmond. Jillian, again, throwing a great game in the 5th inning. Starts playing with her hand. We were kind of talking like, what's going on? We go out. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I hurt my finger. I'm fine. Finishes the game, and we find out the next day she pitched with a broken finger. You're my friggin' hero, kid. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Again, that's Jillian. The second she could come back in that season, when most girls would have been done, as we were finishing up our season against Issaquah, there's Jillian ready to pitch. I'm back. And pitched a terrific game for a kid that hadn't thrown for 4 to 6 weeks. And kept us in the game the whole time. And ended up giving us our big win on Monday against Woodinville. This year, when whatever bug was traveling through our team, Jillian never missed. Can't remember who we played. Went up to her, because I know she said she wasn't feeling good. Asked her how she's doing. She said, "Oh, I got 102-degree fever." She looked pale. Played the whole game. That's joy. The ultimate sacrifice to this program all the time. All the time. Never thinks of anybody. I just said that wrong. Always thinks of others first. Never Jillian. This is a kid that I'm going to miss, that has, like Lexi, like Soph, like Jade, have impacted my life more than they'll ever know. It has made me, and I've said this, I don't know if I've said it to Jillian, but if I want my 3 and 4 year old to have a role model to see how they do things, it's you, kiddo. So the most impactful 4-year player is Jillian Starosky. And before I go on, I told my wife, she goes, "Why'd you name it something dumb?" And I said, well, the reason I named it dumb, because next year it will be known as the Jillian Starosky Impact Player Award. All right, as we end this thing, I end it by announcing captains for next year. We had a lot of great candidates, and if you guys don't know, Rob makes them write a letter of why they'd be a good leader. I think it's important that they put on paper why they'd be a good leader. And I think we could have easily named 5 captains this year, but we set it at 3. Based on coaches' votes, captains' votes. Keeley voted, and for you guys that remember Kyle, I send it to Kyle, a former coach, and he votes. So our first captain for 2026 is Kiera Pritchard. Our second captain, Lord help me. Man, you thank your dad for the generous donation. No, she's going to be a great captain. Emily Desolé. I think your mom now wants next year to come quicker than ready by my room. Our final captain is pretty exciting for us because it's going to go to a sophomore, and that's Tova Miller. You ready for this, Tova? That's all I got. You guys want to end it on anything? Reese? Sing us a song. All right, that's all we got. Less than 2 hours, so Paul won't get that email from Paul about my timing. You only got 1 more year. Who actually sees that I include Paul in some of my emails? Sorry, Paul.
It's all good.
I'm childish, I guess. Again, I want to finally thank all you parents and our board. I want to thank everybody that helped out this year. Again, it was truly a team effort, and appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing everybody on the field next year, and I look forward to rooting on these seniors and whatever they're going to do next, because it's going to be amazing. So have a good night. Rob out.
What was the scouting report before the Mount Spokane game? Was it like, we're fucked? Because watching from the sidelines, I'm like, we're fucked. The warm-up section. Really? Okay, that's awesome. I was dying to know what you guys were saying. I mean, I would have been saying we can do this and everything, you know, but like, you guys really thought it. That's awesome.
We thought that we could shut down the top of the lineup.
It seems like they kind of like the Did anybody count how many swing and misses Baylor got at state? Like, the Mount Spokane game was like 40. I mean, they couldn't even hit it. It was Mount Spokane and Stelvich, they couldn't even hit it. We used it. Yeah. She just kept it out there.
Good pitching, not good game. And it couldn't get out
Great year. Congrats. That's right. That's right. You gotta win the national championship next year, or it's a failure. I stand over here. Smart.
So I don't know, we finished it just for what?
Every player has a cookie up here. Come grab it. Your name's on it. Enjoy.
Probably, but then you'll hear about
Hey everybody, one more thing. There's a lot of pizza left and there's some boxes, so maybe take some pizza home with you.
Please come around. You're always welcome. You ever come to your games?
Many people in this room said they